Good Monday morning, friends. Happy Labor Day. This is Pastor Ben Hayes from First Baptist Church, Dadeville, Alabama, bringing you our thought for the day on this wonderful holiday morning. And I hope that you are taking this day and getting some rest from your labor and enjoying time with family. I know that's what I'm doing. And so this is pre-recorded just to let you know that. But I am so glad that you are with us today as we take just a few moments to look into God's Word and see some of the great wisdom of King Solomon. You know, sometimes wisdom is common sense. Sometimes it's just ordinary, everyday stuff that we all know, but when it's said by a wise man, it comes out sounding pretty good, doesn't it? Well, listen to what King Solomon says in Ecclesiastes chapter 11. If the clouds are full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. And if a tree falls to the south or the north, in the place where the tree falls, there it shall lie. Okay, I mean, that's pretty common sense, isn't it? We look up at the clouds, and when they're full of moisture, ultimately it falls to the earth again. And we see that wonderful cycle that God has created between the rainfall and evaporation, and it goes over and over again. And God has blessed us in that way in this wonderful creation that we call planet Earth, and we're excited about that. And if you cut a tree down, or if a tree falls, unless somebody moves it, that's where it's going to stay. I mean, that's just typical common sense. But here's this point. There's some things that we can't do anything about. It's just going to happen. That's the way that God set things up in this world. So listen to what he says in verse 4. He who observes the wind will not sow, and he who regards the clouds will not reap. As you do not know what is the way of the wind, or how the bones grow in the womb of her who is with child, so you do not know the works of God who makes everything. Do you see it? If we let circumstances that in this life dictate everything that we're going to do, then we probably won't do a whole lot. I got to tell you, some days when you get out of bed and you see what's going on in the world, you just want to go back to bed and cover up your head and say, I'm not going to be a part of this today." And the same is true with just about everything that we do. If you're a farmer, if you pay attention to the wind and the possible rain, you may never plant a seed. You may never harvest a crop. But you just go on and you do what you know that you've got to do when you're supposed to do it. And here's the thing. We just don't know. We don't comprehend. We cannot begin to fathom the depths of what God has given to us. I like how he throws in here how the bones grow in the womb of her who is with child. You know, we've got all this technology in our world today. We can do 4D ultrasounds, and the baby in the womb looks exactly like a baby. I'll never forget seeing the 4D ultrasound of our first granddaughter, Hayes. She looked exactly like her dad. Fortunately, she's outgrown that a lot, and so now she's beautiful. But we don't comprehend how all of this happens. As much science and technology that we have, we just can't get it all. But God, in His wisdom, has set up everything perfectly so that we can survive. Now listen to what He says. In the morning, sow your seed, and in the evening, do not withhold your hand. For you do not know which will prosper, either this or that, or whether both alike will be good. Don't pay attention to circumstances. Do what you got to do. Live your life in the way that God would have you to live it, with hands open, by the way, and just let God pour out His blessings from heaven for you today. I hope that you have a great day today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. God bless.